Lack of porosity is one of the main causes of stain and coating failures on concrete. Porosity equals voids or open space. On a non-porous surface, penetrating stains and sealers will have nothing to penetrate into and will remain on top of the surface. They usually remain wet or tacky for long periods and can eventually dry on top. Let's try a water test on a non-porous surface. Water can't penetrate the surface, so it beads up and will remain on top until dry. A water test on a porous substrate shows if water darkens the color, the substrate has some porosity. In this illustration, porosity is indicated by a wavy line. This represents voids or open space. Remember, porosity is the void between solids. This illustration represents no porosity. This means there's a lack of void or open space between the solids. Let's try a stain sample test on a non-porous surface. Non-porous or low porosity surfaces will yield incredibly high spread rates, while extremely porous surfaces will yield very low spread rates. High spread rates equal less color or pigment remaining in the surface, while low spread rates equal more color or pigment remaining in the surface. Notice how the stain color is being pushed to the side. It cannot penetrate this surface. What will happen if we paint the stain on and wait for it to dry? After a 1-hour dry time, it wipes right off. So with no porosity, we get very little, if any, color, no penetration, and extremely high spread rates. The more porous the substrate, the more pigment can enter and the lower the spread rate. How does substrate color affect the stain color? In this sample test, we're using Soy Creek Color Adobe on dark gray concrete. And in this sample test, we're using Soy Creek Color Adobe on light gray concrete. In these color samples, you can see the lighter the concrete, the truer the color. You can now see the importance of a sample test before full application, not only to check for proper porosity but also for final color outcome and spread rate. Other factors include surface texture and application method. This is an example of Soy Creek Color Adobe on gray and white decoupage with a smooth textured finish. The porosity is the same, so the only difference is substrate color. Looking at our last two examples, you can see one stain color can vary drastically. How do we safely gain porosity in a non-porous concrete surface? Eco-Etch Pro is our eco-friendly etching solution. Simply spray Eco-Etch on your concrete surface and it starts working immediately. How do we take the guesswork out of color expectations? Install decoupage microtopping for a brand new concrete canvas. Visit ecoprocoat.com for complete instructions.